I'm Clevett, welcome to the channel, and first of all a massive thank you to all the viewers who have watched the how to get your joist flat video. It's one of my most successful videos, so it's obviously a topic that people are interested in, and I really appreciate all the new subscribers, well over 1,300 of you in between the time I posted it and today, about 4 days, so that's absolutely fantastic. And all the people who are following me on Instagram, I appreciate that too. So if you're not following me on Instagram, check me out on Instagram. I post some sort of pictures from time to time of different stuff that I don't feature on the channel. Now, this is an update about my roofing square. I'm getting asked a lot, how's it coming along and all the rest of it, because if you do remember rightly, at the beginning of the year I spoke about the fact I was going to be simplifying the metric roofing square, making an app, doing videos which will be in the app to show you how and what it does and train you effectively, so get you to do roofs yourself remotely without meeting me in the flesh. So this is a little update. Now, one of the things that a carpenter is faced with comes to do an extension, and there's what we call a lean-to roof, so a mono pitch going up against an existing house. Now, a lot of the cases we don't have a ceiling joist, we can't put our joist through and work off it to map it all out, and you don't necessarily know the pitch because the architect and the client have said the roof must be a certain distance beneath the windows to allow for roof coverings, insulation, flashings, you name it. You've got to know how far to keep the top of your rafter down. Now, our app will ask you some simple questions. It will ask you, how far is the rafter travelling, so the span from outside of the wall plate to the wall. Then it will ask you, what is the maximum rise? The maximum rise will be from the top of the wall plate, level back and measured up to where you've got to be below window frames, etc. Then it will do a calculation based on the timber you're using. If you're using a 150 by 50, a 100 by 50 or a 200 by 50, it will position it to make the height, make the span, and allow for the height over plate for a bird's mouth. So this isn't typical trigonometry. Before anyone says that's just trigonometry, it's not just trigonometry. It means that the pitch needs to suit the bird's mouth. So that's where the clever calculations come in, and believe me, it's been hard to get that to work, but it's working, and it's in what we call beta form at the moment, but I've used it and it's very accurate, so it's pretty good. The only other thing we're adding to it now is it'll give you the exact rafter length as well. So what that does, you put your height in, you put your width in, and it'll give you a pitch, it'll give you a measurement. So then you'd want to cut a foot, a template foot. In our case it's 22.5 degree pitch, and that's it. You can then transfer that, make a template, make a pattern rafter, and away you go. There's no messing around with inclinometers, protractors, levels with angles on. It's a matter of popping open the app, putting 2 dimensions in, telling it the height of the timber you're using, and bingo, you know the pitch, and it will tell you the length along the top of the rafter to mark it out. You get your square, you put your fence on at the pitch, job's a good one. And I've seen chippies getting a right mess with this, where they think, oh, I've tried it and I've adjusted another length of timber. It's just because if you're not doing it all day long, or you're not a mathematician, this is quite a tricky job. The idea of the app and the square takes away all that from you. You can get stuck into the job and get it done. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching this video. And as I said, this was a little update about my roofing square project. So I'm simplifying the metric roofing square, creating an app. And this was an example of something you'll be able to do with the app with one of the calculators for a lean-to roof. And it really simplifies the process. So I've managed to measure it, get the rafter lengths, boom, cut the roof, and it's done. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.